to support it. Bye. Oh. I don't have to lay back down. Fuck. Put together some tacos that Mom had made some beef and stuff for her. All I did was put them together and heat it up. So, managed to eat one. And now I'm having a hell of a time. Like I've still got some of my teeth just finished eating the other one. Took an extra magnesium. About 15 minutes ago. So it's got another 15 to 30 or so before it does anything. I'm glad I took my mint earlier, because that would have been vomit. Because it was very minty. I don't think I can eat the other one. I've been awake since about 1 o'clock. I just now, about 20 minutes ago, had a puff off of my stuff over there, some of that. Hemp. Maybe I should try a little more, right? I don't know. I was pretty bad all yesterday, too. Like this. But now it's the worst. I've not really eaten today, really. I mean, yesterday. Not today, but I had a little bit, some crackers, some broth, some toast, some grapes, and some oatmeal. I think that's about all I ate yesterday. That's about all I ate. Yeah. Mm. 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 Uh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Mm. Ah. Oh God, it feels awful. Ah. Ah. It's not necessarily extremely painful, it's just overwhelming, sickening. It's a little painful. Extremely uncomfortable. You know that feeling you get when you vomit real hard? It's like that without needing to throw up. Just all over your body. Yeah. Like that. Oh, man. It was okay till I tried to move a little. Yep. There it goes again. Talk and move. Come on, man. Well, that's not 100% better, but it's a hell of a lot more tolerable. You know? Now I just feel like I need to lay down. After I've been laying down all day. I need to shower. Need to eat that other taco burrito. I just don't think I can. I'm sure it's cold by now. With all that trouble to heat it up and make the lettuce separate and the sour cream and the salsa. Now it's all cold. Well, when you're like this, you better acquire a taste for cold food. Especially if no one is there to help you. Because that's about all you're gonna get. You know, except for microwave burrito, some soup. Although soup is actually kind of hard for me to eat now because of all the liquid and solid together. But I could do a little bit, you know, just not as much as I used to. That goes for everything. Ah, jeez. Every time I try to talk or do something, you know, it kicks back in pretty hard. So it's like I send the response out to move, and it takes that and like makes all that stuff in there that's already trying to do that worse. Something like that, right? I'm not sure if I did it in my sleep or not. I was filming myself. I haven't looked at it yet. I actually forgot I did that. You know, yesterday, I think I was pretty upset because my neighbors up the road trying to make us sign all this contract bullshit so they can build and take and, surround me with farmland. Probably try to make me leave by putting cattle and pigs and chickens all the way around me. I would be surrounded on all four sides by livestock. So that's kind of upsetting. That and all the noise that they produce and that all the people on the farm would make daily, and me having to sleep all the time, and if it gets interrupted, I get worse. I don't think I can deal with it. I don't think anyone should have to deal with that. But he needs more money. And if it's, detrimental to someone else, it doesn't matter. Because he doesn't care. They don't care. They don't know me. What have I ever done for them, right? I know that we've always tried to let people know that have had cattle across from us over the last, over 30 years, that, if the cows were out or if the fence was down or something, we'd tell them. And they kind of blessed us out for telling them last time. I mean, we used to wrangle the cattle for them and put them back. We used to help with that because it was our family. They're all, we need money too. So they sold the land. And we never signed anything to be here. It was just accepted that we were here. And we've been paying tax on this piece of ground where we've lived the entire time. Either through them directly coming here asking for it and us handing it to them in cash or check, or us going down there and paying it ourselves. Is what we've been doing since that person passed. And it keeps changing hands, It's changed hands. This will be 3 times if it happens. So, but we've remained here this entire time with no contract, no rent. address on the mailbox, paying utilities, all that. Obviously, I have electricity and internet and shit here. I'm just sick of it. Neither one of us is physically able to deal with this. And people trying to drag us to court and all this shit later, it just... it's just not going to work. There's going to have to be some kind of extenuating circumstances. Let me do a video or something. So I don't have to, neither one of us has to go down there. Mama's losing her sight. Once that goes, we're here and unable to leave. NetTrans has completely failed us. They have left her places over 6 hours down there. She has sat and waited, crying, unable to get in touch with me. I was either completely unconscious and unable to even wake up to the phone or anything. But, whenever I was expecting her home, I didn't know exactly where the hell she was. I didn't have a phone number to call at the time. We'd never planned for something like that. And that just... it's just been one thing after another. People that get paid to help you do these things, they make them drive like out of state, from state to state, and then drive them all over and try to go home every day. Driving for like 12, 13 hours a day or longer every day, barely able to sleep and feed themselves and get clean. Zero time to take care of anybody else or their home. I don't know what the deal is. Like, they can't hire a driver and then make them go through this, test and course and make sure they're not going to drive like a maniac. Make sure their bus is clean. How the hell are you supposed to go shopping like this? I'm so far from everything. There's nothing that, delivers. I'm about a half hour from everything. And for most stuff, that's too far. And I understand. I've just not been able to relocate or get away. Once I landed here, this was it. This was where I was meant to be. Because everything I've done to try to get away has backfired tremendously. And now this. Complete physical inability to do it. I mean, I used to be pretty bad. I struggled. I've always struggled. But it's just too much. And I feel a little better. I know we've all got our struggles. Some more than others. And I know there's a lot of people worse than me. I wish it didn't have to be like this, you know? But it is what it is. I forget what people say about people who say that, but it's something shitty. It's something shitty. The whole "it is what it is" thing. But I like that. I first heard that from a man by the name of Dixie. And I forget what I said to Dixie. I just remember him looking at me and saying, "It is what it is." And I said, "Hell yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, man." And I don't always agree with everyone 100% on anything, but that I agree with. I don't agree with mixing cough syrup and cheese, but to each his own. I got a lot of respect for a lot of the people that I've met in music circles. That's most of the people I know, besides people who work in shitty restaurants. That's been my life. Music and shitty restaurants and video games. I guess ever since I was a kid, really. Because when I had McDonald's, man, I blew up. I got to be a pretty fat kid, man. I wasn't at first, though. Then there was nothing I could do to reverse it after that. It was weird. It was like, you have your first chicken nugget or whatever, and it just gets in you. It never lets go. Well, I'm shaking a lot less. So, the combined everything has it's up tremendously. It just reminded me of the time I was doing that, and I think Mom was pretty upset about it, and she was like, "We're gonna have to get you an IV drip of that or something for while you're asleep." So I didn't wake up being sick, I guess. It was before I got really bad. Went to the hospital several times. I think it was before all that. Before people were actually concerned. Before doctors started taking notice, like, something is going on. And they finally find one or two things, and they're like, yeah, that is odd. These things aren't adding up. You shouldn't be doing this physically. I just hate that so many people are so dishonest that and greedy, selfish, that they have to come into it thinking you're probably a liar, to everybody. That's okay, especially for something like this that doesn't have any clear 100% test to say this is what you've got 100%, no doubt. It's just crystal clear. And that is largely the problem. No test. Hold on a second. Ooh. Oh. Jeez. I gotta calm down now. It's working me up again. Fuck, where was I? Music industry. People I know, people I met. Tremendous respect. Lots of people with good hearts. Not necessarily always in the right place, but they care about people. Unless you disagree with them. And then you don't exist, I guess. That's been my experience so far. You disagree with anybody, have your own opinion. You can only hang out with people who won't hate you for that. Won't say you're fucking retarded or stupid or and I see them all and they're just like, oh, I could just hit people. This makes me want to hit people. I'm not a violent person, but this makes me want to hit people. And telling people they need to get violent and shit. And that's not having your heart in the right place. It's exactly the opposite. And, hey, sometimes we make mistakes. We make a lot of mistakes, actually, all the damn time. Because we're human, unfortunately. And above all, we are flawed. But, unlike animals, we can realize that we are. I think that's the big difference. Is that we have the potential. Man, it's got my eyes red, doesn't it? I teared up a bit. That's me. I used to be a 250-pound teddy bear. Now I'm probably 175. almost lost 100 pounds in a couple years. And my health is gone, like, so being skinny isn't necessarily a sign of health. Could be a sign you're dying. I don't know if I'm going to post this. Maybe. I kind of remind myself of, oh shit, what is her name? Come on, brain. Come on, brain, do your thing. Come on, brain, do your thing. Selena Gomez. It worked. Remember, everyone, when you lose your place, you can't think of something. Just place your fingers anywhere here, on your temple, preferably. Think real hard. Brain, brain, do your thing. And now I'm high. Can you tell? Just a bit. Ass man. I'm glad my Xbox fixed their streaming stuff today. I think I'm going to the eye doctor today. I think they're going to do that dryness test or whatever. Something else, I don't know. I just know they hurt all the time. Like, absolutely all the time. I remember thinking before I started smoking hemp, my eyes were hurting so bad. I remember thinking, holy shit, I'm not going to be able to do anything because this hurts so bad just to open my eyes. Hell, even having them closed is still just painful. It still is. But I think the hemp helps quite a bit with that too. I just wish it made it go away altogether. That would be something. One time, hemp cure. It fuses it into your bone marrow. You produce it naturally. It's now part of your DNA. Your cells recreate it in your body. It's just all the cannabinoids. Skin turns purple, green, purple and green, yellow. Ooh, no, all of your hair turns into those little THC trichomes that are all over. It's little white. It'll just be your hair now. Sticky. That's the sticky shit. So that was just a little bit of time with me. Just trying to calm the hell down. That only took almost an hour. I may be able to eat that other taco.